What's up, everybody? How's it going? New week. This is probably going to be the jankiest stream we've seen in a while. Mainly because Saturday I did the what we classify as a security assessment at the network, where we kind of redo all the passwords. We do it every quarter. And I tried to put a reminder on myself. Hey, for the stream on Monday, remind myself, remember that the passwords have changed. So specifically Twitch disconnected itself from like 6 other things, including Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Fossabot, all that type of stuff. And so when I got on here at 7, it was already just like, I have no connection to your Twitch. And I was like, oh, awesome, cool. So I worked on getting that set up. I'm hoping, this is a false hope, but I'm hoping that the other plugins, the bots and such, will just piggyback off of that login to Twitch. Fingers crossed. So yeah, last time we were playing this, we were on Hangouts with what do you call it? Lynette. Oh. Oh, okay. How out of date is this? But yeah, I decided to change, make a little change on how I'm going to go through these Hangouts. Originally, what I was going to do, I was going to do the one and then go back and do all the pivots, right? Which is 4 other pivots to try to get those endings and then move on to the next person. I think by that time, I will hate every character. So I'm going to change it up. We're going to go through and do one of each. One ending of each character. Then we'll go back and we'll do 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Get it? Get it? In my hopes, by the time I've gotten to the end of the Hangouts and I pivot back to Lynette, I've forgotten everything that's going on in that story and can just experience it alongside y'all. That's my hope. Also, oh my god. Did anybody hear the news that Zenless is coming to Xbox in June? I am super excited about that. Which means, unfortunately, depends on who you are. Depends on who. If you're part of Wuthering Waves crew and you want JC to move over to that, I feel like you're gonna be a little upset. I think I want to move to Zenless and push through that one. Get it to the same spot here as Genshin, right? So once we finish the Hangouts, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Oh no, I actually don't want to say that out loud. I was gonna say that maybe by that time it's June, but it's only April. That's a whole month and a half. I hope it's not gonna take me a month and a half to finish off these Hangouts. Yeah. But if it does, my aim is to pivot off to Zenless. And then every single time, like Genshin will still take precedence. So any single time that Genshin has a new update, new achievements, we'll bounce back, complete that stuff, and then back to Zenless. And And then each step of the way, we'll try to complete a little bit more of Genshin. So from Hangouts, we'll go to Zenlist, then we'll come back on the patch. When we come back on the patch, we'll work on the tribe stuff, get the tribe stuff done, back to Zenlist. Another patch, come back, finish off all the achievements here in Genshin. Then head out to Zenlist purely until there's a patch, and we'll just bounce back that way. And then it'll be the same thing that we'll do when we get fully caught up on Zenlist. We'll add in Wuthering Waves and do the same thing. And so if you're a gacha fan, you are going to have gacha games and up-to-date gacha games here at ETHERxSOCIAL. But again, understand that is Monday and Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays still running the OG Xbox series, which is got two more, and then we're on to 360. So that'll be switched to the Xbox 360 series. Super excited for that. But yeah. We have a horror game coming this week. This is just a standalone video coming up on this Friday. Not tomorrow. I thought it was Tuesday. Tomorrow is just Tuesday. So Wednesday, there's a game review that'll be popping at 9 a.m. as well. So lots of good stuff. I wonder if I'll ever complete this battle pass. Ever. I'm so busy doing the other things that I just don't want to go do like the things it wants me to do. Like the weeklies, specifically. Okay, so like I said, oh wait, whoa. Let's go deal with this first. We'll clean up all the stuff and then we'll just be straight into story for the remainder.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
But yeah, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Very relaxing for me. It's also a short week. We have Good Friday on Friday. And Easter. Anybody that celebrates Easter. Up here in Canada, I'm just praying that the weather calms down a little bit. I think it's today's hot. Well, not hot, but it's like decent. It's a decent temperature. And then tomorrow's snow. I don't know what's going on with the weather anymore. It makes no sense to me. What do you mean there's a new quest available? Oh, it's this stuff. Okay. Let's swap out our party here. Ooh, that's what we should also do at some point. We need to figure out a team. We got Shenhe. We got Cloud Retainer, D-Luke, Sitlali, and Veressa. I feel like Veressa and Sitlali would be a good team. Actually, if you just want to do hardcore plunge, you could run Veressa, Sitlali, and Cloud Retainer right away. And then I don't know who else we put in. We need a healer. Yao, maybe. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Oh wait, KAEYA.
This will be interesting.
That'll be cool team to kind of build out. Is there something up top? Is it? Oh my god, it is up top. Thank you. You stay safe. Okay, you stay safe as well. Wait, how do they want us to just here at the rock? No, you can't. Grab onto it. Grab onto it. Ugh. No, no. Oh, don't go on the inside.
Catch
This is okay. Right? Yeah, I was gonna flip around the side. Nope. I'm kind of invested in this right now. Okay, well that that got vastly easier. Going there. Okay, never mind. That wasn't as hard of a thing to deal with as I thought. Okay, so if we go down here, you'll see that Lynette is sitting at a 2 out of 5, so we're gonna move on to KAEYA. Shenanigans and sweet wine. And we're KAEYA right now, so it's KAEYA dating KAEYA. Makes sense. Hey, what's up, Q? Yeah, we're gonna date KAEYA as KAEYA. It's gonna be a very weird situation. That's okay, we'll make it work. Switch to D-Luke. Isn't it gonna switch to Lumine anyways, no matter what? That would be good though. That would be hilarious. If you are looking for a new community to call home, hit that Discord link, because we'd love to have you part of our community today. Working on the what do you classify it? Like the vision statement for Ether. Once that's done, then we just have to cap off, you know, who works part of the company, what do they do? And then that's it. The Discord is basically done. We're just going to do some testing and move on to the next part. Commercials. What's up? Hello, Shinya. We're going on a new date, Shinya. We're going on a date with KAEYA. Okay. Yeah, if it was up to me, I'm trying to be KAEYA, dating KAEYA, but I know they're gonna switch it off. Look, it's KAEYA. I didn't know KAEYA talked bird. D-Luke, yeah. See, we're already switched to Lumine.
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. I'll show you around town.
Stop schmoozing the bird.
Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway.
This is
I
true.
haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archon's winds do I owe the honor? Oh,
Ooh.
is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it
Speaking of
wasn't meant to be with this
shenanigans,
little
if you
birdie,
like
I'd better
recorded
leave it alone.
gameplay
Let's take a
reviews,
walk,
and just
shall we?
other shenanigans, hit that YouTube link. Go over, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff.
If you're wondering why I'm here,
Oh God,
you've
it
been
is.
worrying
It's
about
KAEYA
trade
following
safety
KAEYA.
recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job
And if
involving
you are
long-distance
ever at a time where you're
travel
missing
finds
these streams,
I
head over to
suppose it's my
X
own
Vault.
fault for having
The
such
YouTube
a
link is right
strong
there.
sense of duty.
Thank you so much for lurking. You count just as much as the people that are talking.
Still, on the bright side, business is now taken care of, and I have unused travel funds.
Square up.
So I was planning
You want to go, bro? Twin and twin love? That's wild.
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
So it's weird, like when we were playing Lynette's story, it was Lynette's face in the top right corner. Why is it Lumine's? Are we dating ourselves? I don't understand why our hearts are up there.
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun. Actually, yes. I saw some guards do a
Yes.
musical performance when I was traveling.
Easy on the
with their
grovel and the
caravan
voice, bro.
Sumeru. They were desert dwellers. So are these actors. And I think I actually recognize one of them. Come on, let's go watch.
"16 teams, 1 champion." Why are you giving me an ad for Sportsnet? I think we all know how the NHL playoffs works. I don't know why you're telling me this. We all know at the end it's 1 champion.
Your Majesty, not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has led our brave warriors to victory against Frasyav's army. His men have laid down their arms and fled. Frasyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head and now presents to your Majesty an offering of treasures and hostages, as well as a plea for peace. My king, this battle has finally restored the dignity of our people.
What?
Moreover, with Frasyav's offer of land comes the opportunity to expand our borders, as your Majesty so greatly wishes.
I just had an article where Jack Black is warning audiences not to throw popcorn at the Minecraft movie. Has anybody seen Minecraft? It's in the chat. What's going down at Minecraft movies? Is it like off the wall?
His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation. It is for this reason alone that I have removed my armor and made haste back to our halls from the front lines. My king, what say you to this proposal?
Ah, it's the tale of Prince Kubad. Ever heard this one?
No.
Don't worry, I still remember the
Yeah.
general plot.
Apparently
Let me
it's
fill you in on the background while the king
a lot of people
deliberates.
throwing popcorn during
The
that
main
time.
characters are the brilliant Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King Kabus. The one talking
Kubad
to the king
and-
right now is Gundafar.
Kubad and
Prince's tutor.
Kabas.
When the prince was young, the king was deceived by a malicious rumor that the prince had mistreated his stepmother. He demanded that the prince walk through a blazing fire to prove his innocence.
It reminds me of my parents used to tell me about Rocky Horror Picture Show. When that came out, there was a bunch of things that the audience would do in sync with what was happening in the movie. And it was apparently a pretty rambunctious and energetic show to watch just because you had to participate or felt the need to participate. And it reminds you of that. I wonder if there's something like that going on at the Minecraft movie.
Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving his innocence. But the seeds of doubt had already been sown in the king's mind. Now uneasy in the presence of his mistrustful father, the prince requested to be sent away to the battlefield where he would fight against Frasyav's army. That's the enemy general we heard them mention just now. This is the part where the prince has won the war and decided to forge a peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace to his father. Oh, it looks like the king's made up his mind. Let's keep watching.
Frosyav lost because he did not have the blessing of God. Our God will always watch over us and punish our enemies. Once the bells of war have begun to toll, they shall not cease until the blood of our enemies fills the land. There can be no victory until the last enemy soldier has fallen. If Kubad still wishes to be my son and hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him as proof of his royal blood, then he must obey my command.
Your Majesty, I must caution that a nation destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, the loss of one city strikes fear into the hearts of our enemies, compelling them to accept defeat and cede land in exchange for peace.
Posture
If,
check.
however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees, then so long as
Thanks
a
for the bit
single person
donation.
is left standing, they will see us as their sworn enemy, and one day return to us tenfold the pain that we have inflicted on their nation and family. My king, a
Genshin.
people is to them
Impact.
as wild grass to the open prairie. Though we burn down the whole field and spare not one blade of grass, roots continue to grow unseen beneath the surface. Come the spring, it is all but inevitable that fresh green shoots will rise up from the ashes.
Cease, Gundafar. Your mind grows dull in your old age, filled with naive delusions. We shall have no more need of you on the battlefield. As for my son Kubad, I will summon him back to the capital, so he may be tried by a court-martial.
What are you saying, my noble king? Why must you mistrust your own flesh and blood and sink ever deeper into the blight of hatred?
He looks like he's wearing a flower pot on his head. And then the other guy is wearing a turtle shell that's been nicely decorated.
When he was falsely accused, you once doubted his honor and made him walk through a raging fire. Did he not prove himself worthy by emerging unharmed from the flames? Now you would turn me away when I seek only to provide the wisdom of counsel. What is the justification for this?
The justification is that my word, not yours, is the law of the land. Cease and be gone, Gundafar, so you may spend the rest of your days with your wife.
Oh. Shit, so disgusted. Yeah, they
What
do.
has become of the king that
I
served
agree.
with my life? Fanaticism has robbed him of all
Did you
reason
hear the
and
news,
wisdom.
Shinya,
Peace is surely
about
the most
Zenless
favorable
Zone
path
Zero?
for our nation, yet he refuses to accept it.
I must think of a way to
They're
seize
bringing it to
control of the army
Xbox
back from
in
the hands of
June.
my wayward son.
So we're
They
gonna
might
be playing
continue
that
the
game
fight to
too.
the end. Perhaps the first
It is a
task
flower
should
pot.
be this. I shall send a loyal contingent of warriors to eliminate Frosty and
Yeah.
the hostages he has sent to our palace.
Gooner game live on stream.
Brilliant acting, Darbil.
But yeah.
I saw you approaching.
I hope
us
they
in the
can,
middle
if
of
they
the
ever do
scene.
make a
I
Genshin
was
casino,
worried
they
that my
add Zenless
performance
Zone
would be
Zero,
subpar
so I
and
can
you'd think
spin
I was
for.
just making a fool
I
of
think they're
myself.
called
Not
polychromes.
at all. Far from it. Actually, let me introduce you. This is Darbil, the actor for King Caboose. When we first got to know each other, he was still a guard for one of the merchant
Yep, all of
caravans.
them.
Seems like he's now
You
made the
think
switch
Varese
to
is bad.
full-time acting.
Those
Nice to
characters
meet
are
you.
wild.
Any friend of KAEYA's is a friend of mine. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't making all that much as a mercenary. It felt right to me to get away from the danger and live a more stable life. I was already pretty good at telling stories, so I just recruited a few friends and started performing shows all over the country. Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever wood and cloth we could borrow. It's really low budget. Anyway, we're all good enough at acting to get through the motions, but none of us are any good at coming up with a script. Everything we tried to write just sounded off somehow. So I got a student from the academia to adapt an old story I knew to make it more appealing to our audience. What do you think? Passable?
I could tell that you've had someone tighten up the lines. They turned out very nicely.
Ah, that's good. Well, as you can see, even now, we still don't have much of an audience. Don't suppose you'd be interested to see the rest of the show?
He just talks to him so nonchalantly. Like, I understand this guy is some type of king of some sort. But look at KAEYA. Like, imagine a character like KAEYA walking around in the real world with those eyes. It would be, like, kind of jarring.
Sure, why not? I don't have anything pressing lined up. And I don't think the Traveler does either. Tickets for 2, please. How much would that be?
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food from Jafar Tavern. We've worked out an arrangement with them. We've actually found a sponsor for this performance, too. He's not too happy about the poor turnout, though. I doubt we'll be able to keep him for the next performance. A real
Creepy eyeballs. I don't know. I
What
think
can
they're
you do,
gorgeous.
Darbil Asgar still hasn't
Hydrate.
shown up for the next scene.
Tonight
We
we
should
got
discuss
water
some sort out
and
so that we're
Dr.
ready to go
Pepper.
the moment he gets here.
My apologies. I have to get ready for the upcoming scene. I'll see you from the stage.
Oh, wait. Did I miss something? Is he really not a king? Is he just a king in this play? Now I'm confused. Oh, I did try the new Dr. Pepper. There's a new Dr. Pepper flavor. It's okay. I had a lot more hope for it. I love Dr. Pepper. That's awesome. We are officially best friends, Shinya. I love Dr. Pepper as well. I went to the Dr. Pepper Museum in Texas. It's in Waco. It's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. I wanted to buy a shirt there. It didn't even have my size. You either had to be like extra, extra, extra large or super tiny.
Would you two like to order some food? What can I get you? If you're looking for recommendations, today's special is the tandoori roast chicken.
Sprite girl.
Ah, bear with us a moment.
Not
We're
Sprite
just
chill
going to take a
girl.
look at the menu.
Ginger ale's good too. Canada Dry for the wing. Not Schwip peepees. Not that one.
I was at Port Ormos discussing some business opportunities, and some crook was trying to pull a fast one on me. Darbil took pity on me and politely
Yeah.
asked him to make himself scarce.
That's
He's a good guy.
that's unfortunate, but I can
Decent
understand that.
storyteller, too.
My stomach doesn't like apple
Quite an
juice.
interesting character. There's a lot of fun to be had if you hang around interesting people doing interesting things. Especially if you're in the company of an interesting friend. That's my secret formula for staying in a good mood. Try it out sometime. You'll see what I mean. Thanks for waiting. We're ready to order now. We'll take you up on that tandoori roast chicken.
Ooh,
And let's throw in some
tandoori
desserts,
roast
too.
chicken.
One each of the rose custard,
Ooh,
that talumba,
I don't know what that
and
is.
the patisara pudding, please.
I like pudding, but
That
I don't know
should
what the
see
first
us
part
through
is.
the show.
So we just put this giant order in, and this girl's just standing here? Ma'am. I feel like these things right here are the big... That's a lot of custard. Oh. It's you again, my doppelganger. What do you want?
We've got good seats, close to the stage, but also not too crowded. We can watch the show as we eat. If I remember correctly, the next scene should focus on the prince, but I won't spoil it for you. You have to
Oh.
experience it for yourself.
He's not a king. He's actually just an actor playing a king. I found my Animal Crossing game. Oh. That's good that you found it. Are you still playing Hello Kitty?
You could say that. It's always stayed with me because it's hammered home a cruel but realistic truth. People do not
Why
choose where
not?
and
Is it
when to
not
be
good?
born. Yet the circumstances of their birth define the choices that they will have for the rest of their life.
Here you are. The check's on the table, too. Just call me over when you're ready to settle up.
No need. I'll pay up front. Here. Keep the change.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
Are you
Oh,
like really into
but
Final
this
Fantasy?
is too generous.
Call it a token of my gratitude for the excellent service. The food all smells wonderful, too. So please pass my compliments to the chef.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's dig in.
Hey, KAEYA. I'm so sorry, but the actor who plays the prince has run into some difficulties and won't be able to make it. We can't do the rest
Fair
of the
enough,
show
fair
without
enough.
him.
How many Final Fantasies have you played?
Really, really sorry, but we'll have to call the show right here.
Ooh, that would be fun. I wouldn't say no.
Oh.
Darbil, would you lose any income if I were to mess this up?
Not really. I mean, there's not much of an audience here anyway. I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, though.
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then. Spice things up a little.
Let me think. Well, you already know the story, so you just need to memorize a few lines.
Okay, fair enough, fair
You know what?
enough.
This might actually work. Ah, wait, but
Isn't
Kumar
Final
has
Fantasy
specific
Rebirth based
costumes
upon
to
7?
wear, and there's no way you'd fit into it. Switching actors is one thing, but wearing street clothes on stage would really ruin the immersion. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Well, good thing that I've actually got a costume with me. It goes pretty well with your stage, too.
Here,
Why do you
here.
just bring a costume
Show
with you,
it to me.
KAEYA?
Sure.
Balatro, right on,
Show
right
me
on.
the way
Great
to your
game.
changing room?
It's in the restaurant. Follow me.
Think so? Yeah. It's got Cloud in it, right? I would say that's my favorite was 7. Wow. Is this his Conria setup? That's dope looking.
Gotta say, I think I actually look pretty dapper in this. It's a pity I don't have.
Oh,
many
his hair is
opportunities to wear it
braided.
in public.
Oh.
Uh-oh, not a fan of me as a prince? I'll have to act my heart out so you'll be too dazzled to make any digs.
KAEYA,
Okay.
here's your
You're not
script for the
making
next
digs, but
scene.
sure.
It's not too long, but you also don't have very long to prepare. Do you think you can memorize your lines in time?
Only one way to find out.
KAEYA and the actors briefly rehearsed the
Okay,
scene.
I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about forgetting your lines. We'll remind you.
All right, I'm good to go.
Great. Then let's get this show on the road.
General Kubad, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is clear. I beg you, please spare my few remaining men. They no longer have the strength to fight back.
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk of a once mighty army, I have no desire to crush your dignity. Even your most savage warriors have no desire to see further bloodshed, and none among your ranks have opposed these peace talks. Nevertheless, I must hear it from you one final time. General Frasyav, do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and commit from this day forth to peace between our nations?
With my army in ruins, I am in no position to do otherwise. But on this, I give you my word.
Wow, KAEYA, you're already out acting
Let
this
us
dude.
end our hostilities and send our surviving men home to their families.
If you're enjoying the content, tickle that purple heart to keep the good times coming.
We share the desire to lay down our arms for good and liberate our hearts from the dirge of hatred. Then as God above is our witness,
Thanks for the bit donation,
by the
Q.
authority vested in me by this intaglio of King Kabus,
Good
I hereby
times coming.
declare that I will spare your hostages and what remains of your army. May peace be restored to this land, and may these fields of war become a place where crops grow aplenty. My tutor Gundafar has already made
Okay,
haste
I'll
to
give
my
you.
father,
I'll
the
get
king,
Diluc
with
in
the
there.
recommendation of a truce. It is my sincere hope that he will see that peace as a path to prosperity and grant me his blessing.
Prince Kubad, your name is renowned throughout your land and ours. I will place my hope in your words.
If we do get into a
One
battle of
will
some
find
sort, which I
on the
don't think we
battlefield
will,
no master of
I'll have to switch
ceremonies,
off because
nor the paper
you'll
on
get
which a
stopped.
treaty may be signed. In their absence, let us raise our weapons and swear an oath. I, Kubad, son of Kabus, hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin. May the oceans be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy. He's not a real prince by any chance, is he?
He's mine.
Hey, Rashana, you don't want to miss this. The good-looking guy who left that huge tip is acting on stage with Darble's troupe.
Wow, now he's got a huge tip.
Darble's one lucky man.
I return, Your Highness. I hope I'm not too late. Have you already promised peace to Frasiav?
Nay, I am not so rash as to preempt my father's blessing. I promised only what I could so far, the safety of his kin.
My child, I must share with you the gravest news. Kabus has become blinded by fanaticism and hatred, and will stop at nothing to vanquish every last man under Frasiav's lead.
How can this be? You mean to say that my father has rejected our proposal for peace?
He has indeed. I urged him to reconsider, and for this I was rebuked and dismissed from his service. But far stricter punishment than this awaits you, should you return home with your troops. Please heed my warnings, dear child. I dare not imagine what unspeakable atrocities your father intends to commit.
Nay, the truce must stand. I cannot renounce my oath. How can man claim to stand above beast without remaining true to his word? The masses have grown weary of death and
Unspeakable.
conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will and massacre countless more to satisfy a desire that is his alone? When I departed my beloved home to fight in a foreign land, I did so to honor his wishes and for my duty to our people.
His outfit is cool. I think you could actually buy this in the store. I think this is his little extra thing.
Alas, is this fate's grand design?
KAEYA, the next line is, alas, is this fate's grand design that I should spend the rest of my days in a foreign land? till
Why is
I
KAEYA
return
staring at
to
my
the
soul?
land home?
I don't know.
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script. KAEYA, did you not hear me?
Like like earlier I was talking about, I'm just like, everybody just kind of treats KAEYA like just a random dude, but like, look at the way he looks
My
at
dear
people.
audience,
Like,
I ask you this.
he'd be jarring
Do
if he was in
you
real
believe
life.
fate? If fate decreed that your life was to end in tragedy, what would you do?
What is this? What? Yeah.
Oh? Then so must it be. Yes, so must it be. I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... my dear
Agreed.
prince, do you intend to betray your father and abandon your heritage?
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the land, to fan the flames of conflict, to
Well, I mean,
engulf the entire world.
this is the Hangouts, and maybe this was kind of like an afterthought mode that they just tossed on, because it plays out kind of like a dating sim in more ways than one. Even like you said, the framing, the way that everything's kind of set up and the way they talk to each other is very, I don't want to say remedial, but kind of basic, to be honest.
Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of innocence, that the bright banner of my homeland might fly in every nation known to mankind. But I shall not bow to the will of fate. I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo! Where did this guy come from? Is he one of the new hires?
Hey, shut up. Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad, will spend the rest of my days in a foreign land till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
Oh, at least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring at least your fortune and the retainers who will always be loyal to you.
Gundafar, my dear mentor, you have always been like a father to me. It brings me only anguish to bid you farewell, but I must walk this path, or freedom dies by my hand. Goodbye, my tribe and kin. Farewell, sweet land of my birth.
Goodbye, my child.
The now sizable audience burst into applause. Ooh, you brought in a big audience. Okay, so at the request of Q, we're gonna switch out
Let's go.
and just have Zilo go talk to Kaya.
It's Prince Kubad. Could I please get your autograph?
Why, certainly, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
Yeah, I picked her up though. I'm good, but I'm hoping to get. I don't know. I can't say her name correctly, but Zilodin. That's who I'm hoping to pick up when the swap over for tomorrow.
Feeling more like a fan now? Acting is quite fun. If there ever came a day when I left the
You could
Knights
do it,
of
Q.
Cornelius, I think I might
Cloud
change it
Retainer's
back
yours.
to
You
time.
could do it.
Darbyl, could you introduce me to this young man?
My apologies, Master Toos.
You
I
can do
somehow
it.
missed
You just
in
gotta do
the
side
crowd.
quests and stuff to get Primo Gems. You could do it.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed the large crowd gathered around the stage. The performance was outstanding across the board. I knew that the poor turnout over the past few days was just bad luck. It was only ever a matter of time before you hit it big. The improvised section was
See?
particularly good.
We're pulling
I
for
think
you.
You could include some improvisation as a staple in future performances. As for the prop he threw, no need to get it back. It's fairly cheap anyway.
Thank you, sir. And a big thanks also to our wonderful prince. Had KAEYA not agreed to fill in, we might have disbanded right on the spot.
KAEYA, was it? Well, young man, I must say you've made quite the impression on me. My caravan is always loaded with the finest food and wines. You're welcome to visit at any time.
He does like wine.
Thank you for the invite, sir. But I'm afraid I've reached the end of my time at Sumeru.
Oh,
I'm sure that my friends and family in Mondstadt must be missing me terribly.
Well then, consider it an open invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long.
so I lost two 50-50s in a row on Chi-Chi and High Pull Counts 2 after I got Union and burned all my Primos. I did events and got more and more. I just YOLO pulled on the No Pity Weapon banner. Wow. Wow. That's really good. See, there you go, Q. You can do it. If Sergeant Toasty can do it, you can do it. You're like the luckiest person that we know, Q. You could do it.
My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please ask Darbyl to reach out to me. Darbyl, we can continue discussions on the sponsorship once you've wrapped up today's show. I'm going back to the inn.
Thank you so much, Master Toos. I'll see you shortly. Seriously, KAEYA, thank you for bailing me out again. You're a good guy. May the gods bless you. You know, you should stay for a few more days. I owe you a meal at the very least.
Darbyl, Asgar is back. He lost track of time playing Genius Invocation TCG. You've got to sort him out.
Genius Invocation again? Ah, that does it. That kid's not getting away with it this time. Please excuse me, KAEYA. I will be right back.
Sure.
100K
there's
plunges?
No rush.
I need to make a proper plunge team. It's gonna be so
Okay,
fun.
I think they're all gone. Let's slip away now while we can.
I don't know if you were here last time, Sergeant Toasty, when I was doing the polls, but well, where am I here? Yeah. So yeah, I want to see if I can try to make a team with Sitlali, Shenhe, Cloud Retainer, but ooh, and Varessa. I still don't know the whole makeup yet. I still don't make the whole makeup yet. But I also want to do a team with Varessa. Where is she? Oh, there she is. So super cool. Can't wait. You're gaming at like C4 now. Oh, Gaming? Yeah, Gaming is at C4 now. Yeah. Wait, no, C5. You are right. You're right. It's C5. That's right. So cool. Really, I was. Yeah, I was. Ah, yeah, I need Farina as well. I I mean, technically, since I did that major pull during this banner, that would have only been possible because I skipped Farina. So if I pulled for Farina, then I wouldn't. But yeah, whenever she comes back, which is probably gonna be a year from now.
Have a lot to do with the guild.
If you are enjoying our
I'll let you
live
rest while I go
gameplay, check out our recorded gameplay and game reviews over on YouTube at ETHERxSOCIal. There's the link right there for you. Oh, I was gonna say, where are we going now?
That's enough work for today.
Yeah, but she really wants all the Archons, so that was kind of like her thing.
All right, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here.
Kind of just like a want.
People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for. Besides, the missing actor is back now. Darbil shouldn't be needing
Heck
me
yeah,
to
you
stand
will.
in again. I don't mind socializing, but compared to chatting over food and drink, I much prefer just going wild on the stage. What about you? Did you enjoy the show? Oh? I was expecting a lengthier critique, but you've thrown the question right back at me. Sneaky. All right, I'll rise to your challenge. Let me think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely players. Does that answer your question? Perhaps there's an inept god.
Damn,
out there
KAEYA throwing
deciding
a
everyone's
Shakespeare
fates,
line at me?
much like the academia student drafting Darbil's scripts. Yeah, inept is a good word for it. Honestly, it might even be a little too civil to describe a god who turns fathers against
Is there any
their
way to fix
sons
that?
and is bent on endless warmongering, don't you think? Anyway, that's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following their gut and making it up as they go along. Oh, my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is just a figure of speech. The real point I'm making is about the actors. Everyone, you and I included, is both an actor and a member of the audience. If you don't like the script, just walk off the stage and join the audience. You always have a choice.
Interesting. Interesting way of looking at things.
A little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing worth losing sleep over. I was just thinking aloud. Relax. Be yourself. Do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience interaction back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment. I think those spontaneous thoughts are often the most authentic. And that's why I liked your answer. You're still holding on to the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right? Keep it. Think of it as a souvenir from my improvised performance. It's been the most fascinating day, hasn't it, little birdie?
So that already counted as one of his endings? That was actually pretty quick. Oh. So there's like... The other one is just based upon... The other 4 endings are the other way? Wow. Interesting. Oh, you got a bird? I didn't even know that. That's cool. Yep. So to keep in line with what we're doing, we're just going to keep going along and getting 1 ending on each, and then we'll go back and do 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So we're going to move on to KAEYA. Well, then claim the keys then. Now do you have enough keys? Yes, you do. Okay. Just sus Q. Red Delulu. Oh, you can't because he's right in the way.
I've taken a look at your
That's
proposal.
true.
It's much better than the ones you showed me before, but I'd still like to make some changes.
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the 6th proposal I've shown you? What's your issue this time?
It's a bit hard to put into words, but the design still doesn't look quite right to me.
That's weird. KAEYA is starting off with 2 hearts already missing. Craziness.
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation. Please enlighten me. What would feel more right to you?
For starters...
No means no, right, Shinya?
Don't you think this roof is jutting out a bit too far from the top? It looks almost like the head of a fungus. This door, too. I don't think it needs to be nearly this large. If you could reduce it to around my height, you could use the leftover materials to construct a few more rooms.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. If we were to change them, then what would be left of the design? Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. Anyone with the slightest inkling of architectural knowledge would know to leave them alone.
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course, but...
Yeah, I can believe
the
that.
truth
I
remains
can definitely believe
I'm
that.
still a bit unhappy with the design as is. Is there anything else that you can do? Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of all the extraneous sections on the roof, so the whole design will just be one vertical structure, similar to that of a tree trunk?
What?
Don't architects often say that symmetry makes everything more balanced and pleasing to the eye? This way, the proportions will be completely balanced.
I really don't know how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous idea. Wait, don't tell me. Someone hired you specifically to commission me and put me through the ringer? Come to think of it, though, I really don't think I've gotten on anyone's bad side recently.
If you're looking for a new community to call home, hit that Discord link as we'd love to have you part of our community today.
Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Goodbye. Maybe you can find yourself some other genius who'll be able to satisfy your demands.
Hey, young man, please wait! Oh.
Absolutely. I definitely want an update. Yep, go broke for Gengar, more poor for Snore. Kave's already have 0 hearts. What the heck? When we played Lynette, 0 hearts mean we did bad. You know, it'd be really cool in Kave's story if we had I'll hate them. That would be cool. A proper date indeed. Long story short, the whole group tried to break up. My friend's boyfriend. He did not understand that she didn't want a relationship anymore. Oh, Jesus. Oh, geez, Rick. That's rough. Well, yeah, that would make sense to do so. I'm assuming he didn't take it well. Anger issues.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah. Oh really? Oh really? Oh my god.
you for completing today's missions.
It's done. Skedaddle. Get out of here.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Okay, brother. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's kind of actually hilarious, though. What the heck? Something super, super serious. You get okay, brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clearly, yeah, for sure.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever.
Well, right.
Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run into you here. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen to anyone who says that drinking is an
I
elegant
followed you here
pastime.
like a stalker.
It's no good for your health.
Hey, bro. Bye. Is what our friend. Yeah, true, 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 true. Just match energy to energy, yeah? Yeah.
So you saw that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double check that nobody I knew was around.
Aww.
Anyway, thanks for looking out for me. Honestly, it wasn't that big.
Is the flavor at least there, though?
I'm used to it by now. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine, same as last time. Do you want something too?
Dippy dip?
I'll put it on my tab.
Mashed potato dip? It's changed to obsessiveness? Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's not good. Oh, the dippy dips. Yeah.
Wine in a glass of juice, coming right up.
And then we had to pretend her new man was typing in the whoa.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you could add this one to
Really?
the list as well,
No.
I'd really
If he doesn't
appreciate
even know
it.
you, then no.
Arguing with a client is not a good look for me. If word gets out, other potential clients might be afraid to work with me. That guy, though, what was he even going on about? All those ridiculous demands of his? He's just a blabbering fool trying to act like a know-it-all.
I was so done, brother. It totally fit. It totally fit.
Another glass, please, boss. I'm not leaving today till someone has to carry me out.
You've got it, sir. I gotta say, though, it almost feels like you're saying that every other day now.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architectural style. If this was in the past, I'd never have gone through 6 whole drafts trying to accommodate the client's preference, but perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I've worked on so many projects since graduation, and none of them have been approved at the first pass.
Right, but those are the moments where you want to laugh during... Oh, for sure. Yeah. Just in your head, just dying laughing. Yeah.
I would spend a lot of time altering my design.
But outside, you're very
By the time the
concerned.
clients were finally satisfied, all my passion and enthusiasm would be gone.
You're like, oh, yes,
It feels like
I
I'm
understand.
straying further and further from my artistic vision with every change I have to make. I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and completely disregarding other people's feedback would also not be a good thing.
Like, are you smiling
All
at
of
me?
this
No, it's a
makes for
nervous
real
twitch. I'm so sorry.
paradox, one that particularly crops up in my work, too. In the end, what is the true meaning of art? Should I see it as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods? Or an expression of the light of my own wisdom?
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after
I'm
just
sorry,
one
brother. I was
glass?
paying attention.
Your tolerance is usually much better than that.
Boss, what do you think is the meaning of art?
The meaning of art?
Sounds like he's drunk.
Really, my friend, who in Sumeru understands art better than you? Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know that I'm
Yeah,
interested in
that
business,
seems like a good
and
thing to do
some
for everybody.
patrons are waiting to be served.
With a
So
random
you'll
item.
have to excuse me for now. Just
The
holler if
caffeine
you need
brother.
anything.
What do you think, traveler?
I feel like that's gonna have to be added to your vocabulary, Jinya. You have to put brother after most of the things you say. Raiders' efforts and dedication.
Exactly.
I know, right,
So our
sister?
thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar. In Sumeru,
That's what you should do right there. Just flip the gender to the opposite of the person you're talking to.
Trying to talk about the arts is basically the key to killing any conversation. It's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Otherwise,
Right
we
back
could have
at you,
talked about
sister.
this for a
Be like,
little
wait, what?
longer.
Sister, brother. We can visit the client to come to you. Sorry, let's do something else.
Sounds great to me.
Wait, what are we suggesting to
Don't
clear his
want
mind?
Think about this project
God.
anymore. But what
Well,
should
mean.
we do? It's probably not a good
We
idea
can
to
get
just
addicted.
drink until I pass out here.
For the they thems, yeah.
Huh? Where did that come from? I mean, it's not like it's some kind of secret. You probably
Yeah, I think
already
he
know
went up
some
to 2
bits
hearts,
and
but now he went
pieces of
back
my
down.
past. My mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings, and when I was young, I used to sit next to her and watch her bring all kinds of buildings to life on paper. You could say my
Unless
interest in
I am just
architecture naturally
forgetting.
grew with time.
I know it went all the way down to 0, but I thought it went up to 2 and then back down to 1. But maybe it just only went up to 1. I don't know. Would she be able to understand how you're feeling right now?
Perhaps. In fact, I have also seen my mother argue with her clients, but she would always quickly find the motivation to return to her work.
Sorry?
Unfortunately, I've barely had any contact with her since she remarried and moved abroad.
Oh.
Even if I wanted to ask her about her ability to stay positive after an argument, it would seem rude to barge into her life again over something as trivial as that.
I really like Kave's like overall look, the colors he uses. It's unfortunate that I don't know what I hear. He kind of sucks. Like he's not a good setup. Oh, time just changed.
I did remember something else though. When my mother left, she only carried
Yeah.
some small personal
It's
luggage
unfortunate.
with her. She left most of the belongings in the house to me. At the time, she even told me that it would be great if I could learn a few lessons from her life experiences, so my life and career could go a little more smoothly. I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions, and didn't really have it in me to go through any sentimental items, so I just packed anything with memories away in a box and haven't reopened it since.
She says the week has been chaotic, literally talking about Monday. Just literally the beginning of the week. I'm glad things are good though. Yeah, brother. Oh, she means the past week. Okay. That's good. I'm just like, oh my god. If it's already this chaotic on Monday, oh,
Maybe I have
it's not gonna be
finally
good by the time you get
developed
to
the maturity
Friday.
I need to face those memories without losing my mind. Yeah. I should dig it out and take a look.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, that just reminded me. It was Brittany's birthday.
Sorry, I've had too much to
Um,
drink and wasn't thinking clearly.
She handles my community in
You're
my
right.
Discord. I forgot to send
should
her a
do
happy
these
birthday.
kinds of things with the support of a friend. Speaking of that, I can call you a friend now,
Alright.
right?
Yeah, I should
Either
do it
way,
after the
thanks for
stream.
reminding me that I can invite you to come along. Had I just gone back by myself, it would have looked like I'm deliberately trying to keep things from you. Ugh, thinking too hard about the words is giving me a headache, so I'll just give it to you straight. Thanks to your advice, I have decided to put my current projects on pause for now, and spend some time trying to rekindle the passion for my craft.
Just give me a second. I'm actually doing it right now. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Got a little track.
If you want to stick around and see how this will turn out, you'll be sure to encounter some bits and
On
pieces
here,
of my past.
probably not.
Do you think
Probably
you'd find that
not.
too boring?
On Discord, she'll see it. But I'll tell her that you guys said happy birthday here. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that.
All right, then let's head back together. I mean,
That's
you
all that
already
matters.
know where I
That's
live.
all that matters. You're being thoughtful.
Who knew that the day would come when I too would have some friends over? Let me see. I should have.
When you guys get your Discord in with our Discord, you'll see her
Ethan shouldn't be
daily.
home now either. He's usually in the records room at this time of the day.
She's always asking some thoughtful question every single day.
Anyway, there's no more time for drinks.
Like
Go
a
take care of the
needy
business.
girl. Oh God, I will not be telling her that part. Holy Jesus. She's got good questions. She's got good questions. I did think of a question that I'm gonna probably tell her, but at times she likes to ask questions like, "What bit of advice or saying has helped you through in your life?" Something like that, right? And I thought, I was just like, you know what would be a really good question? Which saying or advice did you listen to that just now you've realized is not really serving you correctly? I thought that would actually be a really good question. Because the one that I always think of is, and I was thinking about the answer to this. You know the phrase "no pain, no gain"? There is such thing as all pain, no gain. Right? And it's just like, you have to like know when to like be like, I'm not getting any gain here. Right? Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Craziness. So I'll tell her that. Probably today. Probably. Don't quote me on that. Probably. Oh, brother is right. There was back in the 90s. 90s? Yeah, there was a wrestler named Macho Man Randy Savage. And that's literally his catchphrase. Oh, brother. Every phrase he has is brother. And so every single time you say it, Shinya, I think of a really muscular, tanned up dude with a big handlebar mustache and a cowboy hat and like really glitzy sunglasses being like, oh, brother. It makes me laugh. Oh, we're going back to Kabe's house. Is Al-Haytham there? Oh, wait. No, this is Al-Haytham's house, right? Yeah, sorry. I forgot that Kabe's staying with them. Yeah.
Al-Haytham isn't in,
It's funny.
so feel free to sit wherever. I'll bring out the box.
Coffee brings out a box and dusts it off. I said a bad saying someone said would be, get what you give. Ooh, yes. Yes. That's another really good one as well.
Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed.
So we
The
all have
box
questions.
is
We already
pretty
have the
dusty,
answers
which
lined up,
means
so
it's
when she
already
asks
been a while
this,
since I've moved
like,
into
boom.
this place, and many years since my mother
Agreed.
moved to Fontaine.
Very much so.
I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness there. She raised me all by herself after my father passed away. It definitely wasn't easy for her.
I still have no idea how she
Anyway,
comes up with all
enough
the
about
questions she
that.
comes up with.
Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things?
Some drawing of some place on an island?
Oh, I remember now. This is a drawing I made in Port Ormos. Obviously, I
You think
wouldn't call
so?
it
You
anything
think there's like a
special now,
website there's just like
but I
random
was less
question
than 5 years
generator?
old when I made this drawing. That's more than 20 years ago. You could say it's pretty good for a
Random
child
deep
of that
question
age.
generator.
Hmm.
Potentially.
Now that I've
Could be
said
through
that out
AI, right?
loud, I suppose I do have some level of artistic talent, right? Criticism and self-doubt have always been a part of the artistic process. Without criticism, there can be no improvement. It's normal for me to question my abilities from time to time. I admit that I may have spent a little too long questioning myself this time around, but as you know, the heart tends to dwell on whatever it pleases.
Well, she does a good job at keeping all the crickets away. That's for sure.
Anyway, never mind.
Autistic
The more
talent.
I talk about it, the less confident I feel.
Uh,
Let's see what else we have in the box. Ah, my building blocks. It's been years since I've last seen these. When I was a kid, I used to stack them super high and could even stabilize the tower to keep it from
Interesting.
tumbling over.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa, whoa.
and this
Yeah.
blueprint. I made it by copying my mother's sketch, and the aspect ratio was horrendous. It's still technically the first blueprint I made myself, though. I was super proud of myself when I finished it, and put it in the same pile as my mother's sketches, hoping she'd notice and compliment me for my good work. Unfortunately, my mother didn't realize that I had put it there. When she had a meeting with a client the next day, she handed my blueprint to him by mistake.
Oh,
The client was completely confused by this new blueprint, but apparently he felt too tongue-tied to question such a famous architect. It was only a few days later that he finally gathered up the courage to pay my mother a visit. He asked, "The door in this blueprint is even taller than the roof. Is this supposed to be part of the design?" My mother took me with her to personally apologize to the client several times. She didn't scold me about it in private, though. Instead, she went over all the steps required to draw a good blueprint, and was very patient throughout the whole process. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Let's see, is there anything else left in this box? Huh. What was this again? Ah, this is my mother's notebook. She used to write and sketch in it all the time. When I was a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook, and always pestered my mother to let me read it. After asking her a few times, she told me that I could read it as long as I could guess the password. Huh. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with her. Did she leave it to me on purpose? If only I could. I never managed to guess the password. Hey, it's not a matter of time, it's a matter of inspiration. That's what we need to guess the password. Who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head, and the answer will just present itself. Let me think. What could it be? I could tell what you were thinking. Don't worry, I tried all
Oh.
the easy guesses a long time ago.
Figured.
I've tried
Someone as smart
my
as you.
name, my father's name, my mother's name, my grandparents' names on both sides, and all of our birthdays. I've tried every name and number remotely related to my family. I've even tried stuff like Love You Kave, Take Care, and Yours Truly. I've tried every cheesy phrase and well-wish in the book, but this lock has refused to budge. I wouldn't try that route again. I have a hunch that it won't be
Did
that
you
simple.
try password?
Also, if she really did use something like that, she'd never hear the end of it from the folks over at Haravatat if they ever found out. So we could find someone who was close to my mother and see if they might know anything? I see what you're saying, but who should we talk to for that? My mother was never really the one to be social. My father was the one with more friends, but all those connections were severed when he died.
If you ever miss a stream, head over to youtube.com/EtherxVault. Subscribe there and you'll never miss a stream as we upload all of our unedited streams right as soon as they're done.
Let me think. Is there still someone at the academia who would know my mother? Ah, actually, there is someone. Professor Zaha Hadi. Huh. You've never really heard of her? She's a famous Kasharwar scholar and leading expert in formal garden design. My mother studied under her as a student many years ago.
Yeah, Jose is really into Nuzlocke lately, and that's what he's been doing kind of on his like side gig, and also uploading every single Monday over on ETHERxSOCIal. It seems to be doing well, and he's really enjoying it, especially the randomizing aspect of it.
Professor Zaha Hadid published many works during her career, so I was able to learn a lot by studying her essays. If there's anyone who still remembers my mom, it'd be her. Speaking
of ETHERxSOCIal, if you like you said, Pokemon or any of our gameplays or game reviews, head over to youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal and subscribe today. Try Password. That could be an option. Can't go wrong with Pokemon. Are you getting the new Pokemon on Switch 2?
She's older now and is no longer teaching at the academia. But if I remember correctly, she spends most of her time around the Bimarstan area. Let's go take a look.
I am, brother.
We might run into her if we're lucky.
Password admin? Well, I said, did he try Password? But are you trying to say the password could be just admin? That'd be a good one. What's up, Taryn? How's it going, buddy? We were just, her whole new phrase now is brother. And I was talking about how it reminded me of Macho Man Randy Savage. Hello, brother. The support always tells you temporary password is admin. Oh, that's true. I get it now. Very clever. Well, I guess I've never contacted support. Maybe that's why. Just struggling along with schoolwork, so decided to hop in here while I research sustainable fuels versus EVs. You know me. That's cool. And how's that going? Still looking like EVs are bad for the environment? And what sustainable fuels are you looking into? Canola oil? You did hear it? Okay, cool. Yeah. No, not you. Did not say Google. You psycho phone.
Tainari, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's you. Good to finally see you again. I came into the city to buy some experiment reagents, hoping to bring them back with me to
Well, I appreciate you
Genshin.
checking the stream
But
out,
as soon
Taryn.
as I
Honestly,
got
really
here,
appreciate that.
I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. You've all heard of Cyrus, right?
I'm here
He's
Monday,
an
Tuesday,
ex-sage and
Thursday,
Simon's
Friday,
adoptive
7 to
father.
9.
I was thinking about going over to ask what's happening.
It's so fun to
That
say.
granny over there may appear old and frail, but
We lost a
reports
fellow
still
sister
sound
to
loud
some
and
words.
healthy as ever.
Granny?
That's funny.
Yeah, she's just over there. You can go check out the situation yourselves in a moment. Kave, were you at the tavern?
Oh, God. You are enjoying the stream. Tickle that purple heart to keep the good times rolling. As I just said, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Monday and Friday being Genshin, and Tuesday and Thursday being the OG Xbox streams.
I had a quick drink or two. Can you still smell the alcohol?
Drinking in broad daylight. Really? You want to pass out by the road and get run over by a sumpter beast like some mindless fungus, huh?
Huh?
And you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him?
I had juice. Great, Mondays are my day off, and I need something to keep my... Oh, fair enough. Cool. Well, if you ever get back to the point where you're doing podcasts and such, let me know when your times are, and I will definitely tune in as well.
You look like a wreck, Kave. What happened? Are you feeling down again?
It's me.
You know what? I'm hosting a meal.
Do you
at
know
East
me?
tomorrow evening.
Good old do you know
You
me.
want to come?
We all know do you know me.
I had no idea. Let me think for a moment. I'll come if I can find some time.
All right. Then I'll plan on reserving 2 seats for you. I'll be heading back to Gandharvaville for now. I have a feeling that argument over there is going to continue for quite some time. It might be best if we don't get involved.
granny who lives nearby. Let's go take a look.
Are we talking about Sitlali? That's the only granny I know in the entire game. I don't think she lives here. So no. No, it's just some random granny. What a letdown.
So, plan on keeping yourself locked in there, huh?
Boo, yeah.
Fine by me. If you're not going to come out, then I'm not going to leave. My tomato was growing so well, it had all the potential to become the best tomato this year, and you cut it straight from the vine.
I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Why would I take a tomato that's still weeks from ripening? You'd have to be awfully green as an investigator to think it was me.
Maybe he's making green eggs and ham.
You see, the word green here could refer to both the color of the tomato and the fact that your skills could use
Back in the
some.
giant tomato. Isn't it a
Enough
beanstalk?
nonsense. Just come out and face me, you coward.
You're out of your mind. If I've actually done something wrong, then get a mantra and pull me out by force, why don't ya?
Wow.
Oh, why?
He's looking for a search warrant.
Professor Zahahadi?
And who are you? Oh, Kaveh. Fancy seeing you
We're going to do
here.
my podcast again. It's been a struggle, not gonna lie. Anywho's, for sustainable fuels, I'm looking at specifically e-fuels and recycling carbon-based fuels rather than going to biofuels. Even though those are good options, but I'm looking at reusability right now. Obviously looking at comparing hydrogen-based fuel cells for internal combustion engines as well as for hybrids. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I think you're going to start seeing a hydrogen really kind of moving forward in the near future. All right, Shinya. Cool, cool. There's another one with a giant peach. Yes, that is James. James and the giant peach. Geothermal. Yes. I don't know how that would work with cars, though, unless you'd plug it into the ground and then go from there. Yeah, I guess, yeah, no, I guess that could work. Your cousin started that? That's cool. That's cool.
How long has it been? Come on, get over here and let the professor take a good look at you. Not bad, not bad. You've grown taller again.
Professor,
Nice.
what's going on here?
Did the baby
It's
come out
no
of the
big
geothermal?
Deal, really. A few of us
Probably
old
not.
scholars got bored in our retirement and decided
It's a
to
rock
put together a
golem.
vegetable growing competition.
Is your nephew a rock
At the
golem?
end, whoever loses will have to go up on stage and do a
What's wrong
performance
with
for
you?
the winners. Which brings us to our current predicament. My tomato was sure to win until a certain someone decided
He's a
they
topaz.
couldn't
That
bear
makes
to
sense.
lose.
That makes sense.
Hey,
He's Asian?
don't try to defame me in front of the kids. If we're airing out each other's dirty laundry now, then why don't we talk about you sneaking into Janat's garden the other night?
Lucky for
That's
you,
funny.
seeing these youngsters come to pay their respects today has put me in a better mood. I'll let you off the hook. For now.
With EVs, where I still have my concern about them, my bigger concerns are the mining needed for them now, but the better it lives. I still think EVs are really good for community cars and big transport trucks, but we need to be more careful as it's not going to log. Yeah, the mining specifically for lithium is actually really bad on the environment. Yeah, I would honestly love to see them move into transport trucks for sure. I think that would be just a kind of a no-brainer. But apparently, obviously, you know, big oil companies are just like, no. Is it just me or Taryn? Yes, Taryn is ignoring you. Straight up ignoring you.
Come on, let's go. We'll take our
Yes, I do.
conversation elsewhere.
I know.
He doesn't need to be a part of it.
Yes, of course.
Likely story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yes, Taryn does like to fully explain what he's saying, so it's normal. I did not see the N in that word. That kind of freaked me out for a second. Absolutely wild what I thought that said. I was like, excuse me? Yeah, I was just saying this. Oh, that's funny.
Is
Fiend.
Farnak still doing well?
Yes, as far as I know. She left for Fontaine some time ago and started a new life for herself. She's still doing work related to architecture, though.
Ah, yes. I did hear about that. Did that upset you at all?
No, not at all. She's already sacrificed a lot raising me as a single mother.
That's good to hear. Your mother did struggle quite a bit those few years. It's probably a good thing that she found a new place to call home.
Does anybody know where the Yeah, I actually moved my way up to 3 hearts. We're winning KAEYA over. Does anybody know where the poll is right now for the game for Tuesday? Like who's winning right now? That's what I would like to know. Cool. I used to check on Mondays, but I thought, what's the point of me checking on Mondays if I'm not going to stream until Tuesday? So what I should do is I should check just before the stream on Tuesday. Is it Indiana Jones? Are you telling me or are you just guessing me, Taryn? It's tied. Oh, legit tie between, is it Indiana Jones? You were guessing? In Crimson Skies? Oh, so at least there's a consensus to Get Off Black. Okay, that game was killing me. If you were in the last stream, oh my, was that game killing me? but yeah, I was slowly dying. To be honest, I personally am open to either Indiana or Crimson. The fact that we're moving from a shooter to an adventure game, or a shooter to like a dogfight game, I'm all for either. We got 2 people pulling for Indiana right now. Bum bum bum, and I'm now gotten copyright striked. Hey, welcome back, Shinya.
Sometimes I wonder if things were harder for her because she was so beautiful. People were always drawn to her beauty first, only to realize she had a sensitive and vulnerable heart underneath. She was still quite young when she first joined my class as a student. Beautiful and
okay, I'll just go vote. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
hair,
Oh, I'm not gonna watch the video, but I'm just gonna go vote. I'm just kidding.
She seemed like
Do
a
it, brother.
aristocratic house who was seeing the outside world for the first time. She
Okay,
had to make
brother.
a lot of drastic changes in her life to raise you on her own. Even during her time in the academia, she was a thorough perfectionist.
You guys are
If she
hilarious.
was unsatisfied with something she
Probably
had
one of the
made,
funniest
she'd
streams I've done in a while.
insist on redoing it, even if I was perfectly happy with it. She had many admirers, and they'd always fill up the first few rows of seats, hoping they could get closer to her sitting in the first row. If it were any of my other classes, you'd have found nobody sitting in the front. But every time I saw her, she was always in that same rigid pose. She'd have one hand on her forehead with the other clutching her pencil. Her eyebrows would be knitted in a frown as she concentrated on the blueprint in front of her.
I'm sure she had many difficult moments in her life. How did she cope with the stress?
It's interesting that y'all are choosing Indiana because I don't know if you can actually pick it up while watching the OG Xbox video, but I was struggling hard at the final puzzle that's in that video. I could not figure out what the heck I was doing, and I think maybe it looked more coherent because I cut off the back end of it, but I was just like going around and around in a circle where the water was. I could not figure out what was going on. I would jump to the one platform, go to jump, and then once the guy shot me off and I fell back down, I'm just like, I don't know where to go from here. So if that's the game that wins, you guys can help me try to figure that out. Forgot if JC remembers my love for Macho Man, Randy Savage, and wrestling. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was actually a good era. That was a good era. Ric Flair, yeah, good era. Hulk Hogan.
I'm not too sure. She never
We
talked
won,
about
kids.
such things with me. She rarely opened up to
Yes,
other people, you know.
agreed. Indiana
I
it
do
is.
remember one time,
Technically, you only have
though,
24
when she
hours.
got into
So
a
if somebody else
heated
comes in and
argument with a
pow.
friend. She said something I found very memorable. She said, "True art cannot be understood, but as an artist, I wish some people could understand its meaning and value."
Step on it.
If you ask me, that's probably the greatest source of pain
I'm not
for
trying to karma it.
geniuses of their craft. It's extremely hard for them to find someone who can truly understand their ideas.
It was also a struggle to figure out how to equip something and unequip something in Indiana. So I struggled with that as well. I'm pretty sure that I'll eventually kind of get used to it. The thing I didn't like about Crimson Skies, maybe I should explain this at some point. I don't know, but the thing I didn't like about Crimson Skies, welcome back, Sergeant Toasty, is there's no avert camera, or yeah, can't invert the camera. So I had to do the whole typical plane moving up and down and could not change it. Whereas on Indiana Jones, I could change it. So I was actually happier on Indiana's side for that.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be... I tried both just now. Seems those aren't it either.
What are you trying
Well,
to do?
I mean, some of the characters are kind of cats, so yeah, I can understand.
I haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm trying to learn more about her so I'd have a better chance at cracking the code. Thank you for all that you told us.
There's literally a girl with 2 cat tails. Fontaine, we're looking at you. Well, yeah, that's where the 2 cat little, yeah. So is oh yeah, there's a lot in that one. Yeah, there's a lot in that one. It's kind of like, I was just sitting there thinking of all the characters that are part of Fontaine. Does that mean she's more powerful with 2 tails? I mean, she's not like Tails where she can spin her tail and that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. She's actually extremely shy and doesn't stand up for herself, so I guess not. I guess maybe the second tail makes her less powerful. Lynette is
the
cute.
least I can do. Talking to youngsters like yourself makes me feel younger too. Honestly, looking at you now, I can see how much you resemble her. It's almost as if she's standing right in front of me again. Your
That would be cool.
personalities are quite alike too. You're both
Do it
stubborn
up.
and both a little awkward. Of course, I'm sure the similarities are mostly superficial. But so long as you continue to harbor those traits, you'll find
No,
a
he's
lot of
just talking
difficulties
about
in your
Lynette,
work.
not Sahadi. I mean, that would be a very, very specific. Imagine going to a convention and be like, "Who are you supposed to be?" I'm Zaha Hadid. How do you not know? That would be hilarious, though. If you are looking for a new community, hit that Discord link because we'd love to have you part of our community today. That's funny.
I've taught a lot of students over my career, and in my experience, very few genius architects of the Sharawar ever found happiness for themselves. They would know exactly what they want to express and fight for it tooth and nail, which inevitably led to arguments with their clients. Some clients would choose to respect the architect's vision or just let the argument go because of the architect's reputation, but those are the rare ones. When Farnak first graduated, she was getting into arguments with her clients nearly every single day. I think it only got a little better when she met your father.
I see. But wasn't my father from Rotawahist? Could he understand the designs my mother made?
No, I think they were probably
That's not what he
beyond him,
said.
too. But despite that, he still stayed next to her, listening to her joys and sharing in her sorrows. Farnak had many admirers, but she ended
Posture
up
check.
choosing your father. His
It's
support
me,
was a big part in
Zahadi.
that decision.
So instead of understanding, perhaps all we need is just...
And the hydrate. Thank you very much.
companionship. Huh. It worked.
Oh, was that the right password?
Oh, wow.
Yes!
Nice.
Then you should be on your way, child. Find a quiet place and see what she wanted to say to you. Being the awkward person that she is, I suppose there were many things that Faranet could never say out loud. Instead, she probably left them in her diary, hoping that they would make their way to you one
What are you
day.
trying to do? You trying to destroy
If
my
you're ever in the
streaming
mood to
equipment?
chat
What's going on
again,
here?
Just come and find me here. You're always welcome to discuss
This is
architecture
true.
topics with me as well.
Thank you so much, Professor.
There's no need to be so formal. I'll let you kids go. It's time for me to take another stroll around the vegetable garden.
I wonder what my mother could have written about.
They all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. On the other hand, though, structural mechanics is definitely a pain, no matter how you try to approach it. I doubled down and managed to get through it in the end. I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much of him, but now, I feel very happy whenever I get to spend time with him.
Oh, that's sweet to read about your mom. As long as it doesn't go into like sus talk.
Ever imagined
No one
forming
wants to read
such
that
an
about their
intimate bond
parents.
with another person. Back then, I lived only in the shadow of myself, as well as that of the dream in my heart. The bad news came. And even though it's been several days now, I still can't bring myself to come to terms with what happened.
Oh.
My eyes are so swollen it's hard to see. What if they're all lying to me? And this is just a long, cruel dream.
Agreed.
But I have to face reality. I still have someone to take care of. No matter what happens, I'll do my best to raise my son on my own.
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother. This blonde man was probably my father, but who are the other people in the picture?
How?
Why do a few of them look somewhat familiar? From the dates in the notebook, she probably drew this more than 30 years ago. I hadn't even been born yet. Maybe we were thinking too much. Oh, there are a few lines written in the diary about this as well.
Oh, jeez.
The one who invited us
Drama.
to the gathering is a talkative woman. Including us, 3 couples showed up. There was also a person who came alone. The talkative woman introduced everyone to each other. She spoke really quickly, so I couldn't quite catch everything she said. But I also didn't feel like asking her to repeat herself. My husband seems to be friends with the man with long ears. I couldn't really join their conversation, so I resigned myself to sitting in a corner and drawing in my notebook. I don't think I'd be able to become friends with any of these people, especially that stiff-looking couple. That man is certainly very handsome, but he would constantly alternate between disjointed and serious ways of talking. His wife is a bit more bearable. We were not acquainted with each other to begin with, and I doubt we'll see each other again after this gathering. The ambiance of this gathering is surprisingly pleasant, however. Talking to people can allow us to find some peace after a long day. Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future. I hope he'll be able to make many friends.
Who would have thought my mother used to attend that kind of thing? It seems she was only good at talking about her own work, and found it difficult to join into other conversations. As a result, she often kept to herself and would be off to the side, drawing. There's more written on the back. Oh, it seems like it was written to me.
KAEYA. I was both overjoyed and distressed when I learned of your decision to continue your studies in Kasharwar.
Kasharwar.
You are very talented, and I am confident that you will become an architect of much acclaim. However, the more talented you are as an artist, the more misery and anguish you may encounter. No one will be able to help you during your journey as an artist. But outside of your life as a creator, you can learn to form connections with other people and enjoy many other things in life. It's the only way to alleviate your suffering. Whenever you feel down, Seek out a friend to sit and have a chat.
Absolutely.
You can accumulate joy and fulfillment by spending
I'll
time with
hate
them.
them. Very deep
The positive
connections.
feelings you gain will get you through the long and difficult years. Never forget
Nudge,
that
nudge.
companionship is the most important thing of all.
Yep. Stay safe out
That's
there,
the answer
kids.
she prepared for me. She really thought
Cough,
long and
cough.
hard about me and my future. Well, now that I've read her words, do you think I should accept Tainari's invite and attend that dinner
Use
at
protection,
Pardis
absolutely.
DI?
Especially for deep connections.
The thought definitely crossed my mind. Although it'd be nice to get together with friends and chat the night away, I don't want
Very
to bring
deep
down other
connections.
people's moods because I'm
Super.
sad.
What's wrong with both of you?
Besides, don't most people hate the feeling of seeing their friends
Oh
troubled
my
and being
God.
unable to help? And what's worse, nearly all of my problems can't be easily resolved with some encouraging words or gesture. And
Yep,
don't forget, I'm
That's
also
fair.
older
That's
than
fair.
all of them.
That's fair.
As their senior, I should appear to be a bit more responsible.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but I keep feeling like I haven't really helped them much in return.
That's Jesus.
Wait, do you mean it?
Hey, we're up to
You're
4
not
hearts.
Making fun of me, are you? I've gotten so used to sarcasm that I can't tell what's genuinely a compliment anymore. Wait, by fun, did you mean... You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'll see you tomorrow at Pardis DI.
DI. Okay. We're not actually going to do anything else. We're just going to move the day along. Ain't no we got time for actually doing other things. No way. We'll just stand here awkwardly for 24 hours. Thanks for the bit donation, Q. Yeah, honestly, this game is weird in the sense that that's exactly what we just did. We just stood here. In, like, sleep mode. But we did anyways, yeah. There we go. People just walking past us as we stand there. Like, weird. Oh, I know.
Alhaitham also got my invite, right? Will he be coming to join us?
That guy? He's never been a fan of social gatherings. I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you.
Are you sure? All right then. I guess we won't wait for him.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, maybe we should give him a little more time.
Oh my god.
We can keep chatting for a while longer.
Say you love
Oh,
him.
sure.
Say it.
You still haven't told me.
Yeah.
What's the occasion for getting us together here at Pardis
I'm
DI?
pretty sure I know what those
We're
3 stars
celebrating the end
says.
of the first phase of KAEYA studies. I wanted to thank you all for the help you've given her along the way.
Get help coming. Yeah.
She said she wanted to show everyone a bit of what she's learned, so she's still doing some last-minute prep at home. She'll be here shortly. Anyway, let's get started.
What?
To tell you the truth, I'm actually not so confident that the second phase will go as well as the first. The curriculum will become a lot more involved, and I'm worried that she won't be able to get through all of it. I was hoping we could brainstorm about it together before she gets here.
Yeah.
I knew this wouldn't be just a simple free dinner. Is that why you also invited Alhaitham?
Yes, I thought it would be good if we could all put our heads together about... Anyway, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. What did you guys do when you ran into a problem that you didn't know how to solve? Or got assigned a project that you knew you weren't going to finish on time?
Never happened to me.
I'd just pull another all-nighter.
You two are hopeless. Does anyone have a more useful answer to the question?
Perhaps we could just adjust the pace of the curriculum.
Ooh, that's a good point. Confidence is the most important thing. Once you lose your sense of confidence, it'll become all but impossible to find the motivation to study.
This could be a potential direction. I have already redesigned the literacy curriculum, and I was originally hoping to ask Alhaitham for his opinion. But
it's very simple.
I knew he was going to show up. Of course he would. For Kave, absolutely.
Focus on the amount the student would be able to remember.
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably count the number of times you
Yup.
actually come to gatherings like this on just one hand.
It's still more than the number of times you've managed to get a proposal approved on the first try.
As long as you're still aware. So, what made the difference this time? Are you looking to drink your sorrows away with some friends?
That's your purpose for being here, not mine.
Yup.
Don't project your ways of thinking onto me.
So you're saying the only reason you came is to help Tainari with his brainstorming?
Precisely. KAEYA will have a long road in front of her.
Hey, just to get one thing clear. Even if KAEYA manages to make her way to the academia, we cannot let her enroll in her avatat. Kasharawar is obviously the best choice for her. She's been a trainee forest ranger for so long, she'll definitely be good with her hands.
If you're enjoying our streamed content, maybe you'll like our recorded content with gameplays, game reviews, and game shenanigans. Check out youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIAL.
What are you saying?
No, Aether.
Spontamod is the better choice.
I'm going to take you down
It's
one of
what
these
I
days,
graduated
Aether.
from, after
One
all.
of these days.
Then what about Amorta? That's the Darshan her master actually graduated from.
There are only 2 other Darshans left. We might as well select all of them.
Shameless
on her
plug.
enrollment application.
I gotta get it in there. Gotta get it in there.
Serious discussion here. Traveler, you aren't
Sibling on
associated
sibling
with any of the
slaughter.
6
Whoa,
Darshans.
whoa.
In your
Aggressive.
opinion, which Darshan would be the best choice for KAEYA?
I think she should get through the second phase of her studies.
Well said.
agreed. And my goal in
Only
inviting
one of
you
us can
here was
survive.
to gather some thoughts on the execution of this second phase.
Phase 2 far exceeds Phase 1 in both curriculum complexity and the speed of instruction. I hope KAEYA has prepared herself for what is coming.
Hey, what are you thinking now? Please don't tell me you're planning on lending her those abstruse books from your home library.
Actually, I was thinking about lending her a professions guide.
I'll make sure to write, "Don't become an architect," on the front page of that.
Okay. But don't you love your job, Kave? Boom! 5
You're
hearts,
right.
let's go.
I can't deny that.
I'm still not convinced Venti is not a female.
What's the ultimate
Very
goal
fair.
of all of
Very
this?
fair. Very fair.
Are we trying to prepare her for a job in the academia?
We don't need to think that far ahead. Hold that thought, though. I think my vegetables are done.
Let me eat my vegetables. Everyone enjoys a relaxed and pleasant dinner.
I'm telling you, that
And then back to the
client
stress.
had no idea what he was talking about.
I've not seen the manga,
No matter
Venti.
what I did,
Do I want
he
to
had
see the manga,
something
Venti?
bad to say about it.
That's the question I'm asking you now. I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Have you considered finding another client?
They're all the same. I haven't had a good night's sleep for months now. Who do they think they are, ordering me to alter my design over and over again just because they have some mora?
Another question that I have for you, is this a legit official manga or more along the lines of the Rule 34 manga?
It's too late now to change careers. You might as well try to find some joy in
Official?
change.
Really?
Besides, you'll be getting up in the middle of the night to make edits to your own design even when the client doesn't request it.
Wait. Real thought. I don't see bulge. Fair enough. How many I guess you would call it what, volumes? How many volumes of this manga are there, sorry. I'm definitely interested in picking it up. Not specifically for page 61, but like for actually the rest of Genshin. 13 chapters at the moment. Okay. Is it in print or only digital? That's cool. Don't sure me. Don't sure me. I don't know.
Cheer up, Kale.
That's cool. I actually really appreciate you putting me onto
I'll
that.
tell you a new joke.
We'll save that for the end, Sino. You can keep it to yourself until then.
See digital? Okay.
Whatever.
Well, I totally agree with your assessment.
I'm not going
I haven't
to
even seen
use
page
my
61,
brain
and I already agree
anymore.
with your assessment.
Let's drink tonight to our heart's content.
Let's get shit faced. No, I'm kidding. Can we get another? We probably can't get another chapter in, right? Sus. Ooh, this one. Oh wow, there is actually quicker. Is that classifying as like the furthest story out?
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Why? Why, D-Luke? Why should I bring the Knights of Favonius? Technically, I already do. Anyways. Four. That only gives one key though. So we can't even start on Layla. If Venti not a female, definitely a ladyboy. That's fair. That's fair. I say the same thing about I'm not gonna be able to say their name. I never say their name correctly. But this character also makes me think other options. I guess we should go back to KAEYA, because we already have Lynette at 2, so let's go back to KAEYA then. And we'll go to here. Oh wait, no, not need the map. We'll see if we can get this started before the end of the stream. Don't have a lot right now, do we? 370? That's all we got right now? Ugh. Finally pulled the trigger on getting my cats a cat tree. They tore up both the hanging toys the same. Whoa! I mean, I got one when my cat was a kitten. And now my cat prefers Amazon boxes over it. So I don't know if I should get rid of it. It's just like what a waste of a purchase this is. I mean, they've maybe taken the cat toys off, but at least the beds are still there.
Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun.
Oh, it actually shows what we answered before. I didn't see that Lynette story. Is this an update?
Ah, yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds. Given that the acting Grand Master saw fit to allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use. In other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget?
Let's do it.
Perhaps
Let's blow
a
that
fancy
money.
meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home. Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can consider it some more on the road.
Okay.
The rules of the Knights of Favonius state that any and all
There you go,
expenditures
Q. We're
during a
now
business
walking.
trip are counted as travel expenses. That's
All right, have a fantastic night, Shinya, and I will probably see you tomorrow.
With me being here on my own, it was looking like a waste
Yeah,
of
bye,
opportunity.
sister.
But Now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a joint trip?
Brother. We're starting to sound like a cult. Does anybody figure that out?
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest
You probably
mind
shouldn't
loses
do that
its
too
edge if it's
much.
already loose.
People are gonna be like, whoa, what's
Regular
wrong with this
essential
channel? This
for
channel's
reliable
weird.
performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows?
I think I'm actually gonna make that the title. Are we a cult?
So come on.
On YouTube.
What do you say?
All right, see ya.
Great. Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course.
Oh my god.
There's nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend. Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. I've seen a lot of Sumeru already, so let's go for someplace new. How about Liyue? I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way.
Cool. I haven't been
Well,
back there in a
lucky me.
while.
I'll hold you to that. Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs frequently corresponds with the Knights of Favonius, so the address on their letterhead is one of the few places I'm familiar with. I don't have much luggage, so it won't take me long to pack. Give me a moment, and then we'll head there together.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So that's going to be the end of the stream right there, but we're going to continue back on KAEYA next stream, which will be on Friday at 7 p.m.
I still have
Eastern.
a lot to do with the guild.
I will be back,
Take a rest
me
while I
personally, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And what we'll be playing so far looks like Indiana Jones, but it could swing. You don't know. Enjoy Trap Venti in the manga. Thank you. I don't even know if I should be saying thank you. The way you just put that, I don't know, but thank you. Yes, sus indeed. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, to play either Indiana or Crimson Skies. If you haven't voted yet, head over to youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIAL. Get your vote in. And that's what we'll be playing for the next 2 weeks until the next video. But yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the bit donation. And until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused, get yours. See ya. Whip it another direction. I like that.